Hey, hi, ho, and howdy, everybody. My name is Shannon Sugan. Welcome to episode number 32 of this thing right here with the thing and the stuff and the stuff and the things. And I believe it's Katawa Shoujo. That's the name of the game we're playing here today. We played it before. Played quite. I'm sorry. Anyway, Katawa Shoujo. So, yeah, we're here. Fuck. In the last episode, we went to the art club, and we was all like, "Paint me like one of your French girls," and Rin was like, "Nah, you're stupid." I'm like, "Oh well, fuck you." Anyway, so we did that. Calm the fuck down, chair. Anyway, so we're back here. We left that, then we went to class for like a little while, I think. Maybe, and then lunch was the thing that we're going to do now, because we's hungry. Eat that shit. Okay. Even when I see today's delicacy, fried mystery lumps, my steely resolve doesn't fade. I stuffed the dinner down without tasting it at all, which is probably for the best. Also, sorry for not getting an episode out to you guys earlier. Shit came up, noised the piss out of me. Punch fucking everything. Okay, I don't have much homework to do, but what little I have won't get done by itself, so I strolled toward the dormitories. Preparing for the post-homework lull, I knock on Kenji's door. Why would you do that? You're just inviting suffering upon yourself. He responds from the other side, but can't make out what he said. I try the door, but it's locked. After several seconds, the locks click open, and he opens the door. Hey, could I borrow a book? The library was already closed after I got away from my club meeting. He is squinting even more than usual, and his eyebrows are twitching nervously. Club? That is dangerous, man. Indoctrination, groupthink, brainwashing, you name it. High school clubs sow the seeds of conspiracy. Do you know how many secret societies have grown from high school clubs? Watch your back, and don't get in too deep. You might not come back. It's like the mines of Moria, man. You go down there, you don't come back. Balrogs and shit. Okay, Kenji, so how about that book? Sure, but return them and don't spoil enemy books. No drinks, no food stains, no bodily fluids. Capiche? Capiche? Fuck, shit, damn it, ass, fuck. Sure, thanks. Instead of letting me in, he retreats from the door, closing it again. After a few seconds, he returns with a stack of 3 thick books and hands them over to me. Opening the topmost one, a familiar emblem stamped on the copyright page reads me. Your books? These are from the school library. They are now mine. You stole them. What are you talking about, man? I have been liberating these from the oppressive feminist movement that controls the library. Please say oppressive feminist movement doesn't mean the poor librarian girl, Yuko. She couldn't even oppress a wet towel. Kenji turns away, mumbling something I can't make out, and closes the door behind him. Fucking weirdo. Before going to my own room, I enter the bathroom. While washing my hands, my eyes catch a reflection from the mirror above the sink. Did you bring the books in here? You can ruin them books. It's too wet in there. Calm down, man. Also, look at you. Look into my eyes and see a memory. You'll never realize how happy it made me. Sorry. It's not even funny. Why do you even laugh at that? I don't know. I try to look for the grimness Rin saw on me, but it's just the usual me inside the mirror that stares back. I mean, the smile is a little like, what do I do with my existence? What have I become? I didn't mean to shoot that boy in Tennessee. I attempt to tell myself this is what I've always looked like, but I realize I don't remember what I looked like a half a year ago. We're done. That's it. I don't know. I don't know what I look like a half a year. That's a factually inaccurate statement. I do know what I look like a half a year. I look exactly the same as I do now. Perhaps a teensy bit fatter, and I mean, I should look at that as a positive, because it's a little less so. Maybe. I'm just saying that. I don't actually know if that's the case. I wake up all sweaty as if I'd run a half marathon in my sleep. Oh, I know what you've been doing, son. Dirty son of a bitch. Okay, odd. I don't recall sleeping badly. It sends a little pang of worry through me. I wouldn't want want to have my heart acting up without being able to notice it. That would suck. Dude, you get a bad nightmare, you die in your sleep. Ain't nobody want that. Still, apart from this odd exhaustion right after waking up, I'm feeling just fine. My mouth is like sandpaper and I have nothing to drink, so I have to go all the way to the bathroom to take my meds. On impulse, I decide to take a shower while I'm at it. While I'm in the shower, I make up my mind that this counts as morning exercise, if I properly compensate with a nice half-hour walk after school. Obviously, I wouldn't want to risk possible complications by going running now. Besides, Emmy will never know, and she's given up on me in any case. Walking could be nice, anyway, just to get to know the area. There's a big forest in the hills behind the school. I could go down to the convenience store, or I could get whatever. Point is, the idea was the same. While still dabbing the moisture off my skin, I set out to find my uniform. That's a thing people do, right? Kids do this thing. Putting on uniforms. I quickly button on my shirt and pull on pants before going outside. It'd probably be for the best. Be a little awkward if you didn't. Normally during this time of year, I'd be eagerly awaiting summer vacation. Having only been at school for a little over a week, I don't really have that kind of feeling. I'm still savoring the school life, and considering the sharp, awkward turn my life has taken, I haven't had the time to become preoccupied with getting free of it. Besides, once vacation's hit, it'll be a nice surprise for me if I'm not expecting it, especially with the end of term exams looming ahead. Words. At least I don't have any catching up to do with my studies. My diligence has finally paid off. I push myself past the boys gathered in the doorway and flop onto my seat. Into my seat. Around my seat? To the general area within the seat location of the area of the region of... From the corner of my eye, I can see Shiznei and Misha pause their unavoidably animated conversation and turn almost simultaneously in my direction. They clearly want something from me, I can tell from the way Shiznei smiles. It's too obnoxiously bright to be sincere and too calculated to be spontaneous. Good morning! Yeah. Oh my god. Her greeting is made of 100% cheer and bursting energy. Morning. I failed to put either of those into my response. You don't look very energetic. No wonder, I don't really feel very energetic either. I think I didn't sleep well, but I'm not sure. She slaps me on the back and grins. Cheer up a bit, it is a great day. I catch Shiznei's eyes. She has a strange, focused expression on her face, but she furrows her brow a little at direct eye contact and looks away. For a moment, I think that Shiznei caught a glimpse of my worries, somehow, and is pondering how to respond. But then she quickly straightens her glasses, and with them, her expression. Anyway, we were wondering if you're still interested in that student council position, because we're going to make an offer that you cannot refuse, you silly bastard. Wait, what? I wasn't really interested in the first place. You're putting words in my mouth. Not as such, but wouldn't it be nice to hang with us every day while also being useful to your school? Think about it. Well, to tell you the truth, I kind of joined a club, so it'd actually be a little hard for me to join the council too. Even if I wanted to, which I don't, as I said before. God damn it, listen to me. Is that so? Which club is it, Hee-chan? The art club? That's right. I'm all artsy and like, I like to show the world my soul on pen and paper, not on pen, with pen on paper. Shiznei's eyes glint in a sinister way as she scowls at me. With the way she looks, I'll be expecting the art club to lose its funding before lunch break, or the art teacher to mysteriously disappear from the face of the earth. We'll break his legs. Before she manages to comment, the teacher finally enters the room, getting Shiznei and Misha off my back and sending everyone rummaging into their bags for books and pens. I did join the art club, but the first meeting didn't really boost my confidence. I'm not really sure what I'm doing it for. We all know what you're doing it for. I wish I could draw like RIN, but I don't really know what I would do if I could. To what end would I use such a skill? I don't really know. Sometimes you just do that shit for fun. God damn it. Ignoring the teacher's sleep-inducing voice, I open my own notebook to an empty page and push the needle-sharp graphite tip of the pencil onto it. What to draw? A lemon? Or an elephant? I kept trying to find something else that sounded good, but every time it just immediately went to just like a giant dildo. Every time. It's... I have a problem. I can't really think of anything good to draw. Lemons. There you go. Perfect. I hesitate as I raise my hand. A meek black mark left on the previously blank paper seems aggravating. I can't seem to get to the starting line, let alone get started. It's almost a physical feeling of being held back. Annoyingly, it reminds me of failed attempts to jogging with Emmy. Damn. I look out the window in desperation, but then a small bird takes flight from one of the cherry trees that grows everywhere on the school grounds and flies directly into the window. I can't see it clearly, and it's not like I could tell one tiny bird from another, but I pick it as my subject anyway. Conjuring up the image of a bird from my mind's eye, I turn my gaze back to the notebook and deliberately draw a thick line across the paper to get started. It seems to be mocking me, and I can't follow it up right away. Yet, it's still a start. Getting started is good. I slowly sketch the picture on the notebook page, the image of my brain becoming clearer as the drawing takes shape. It's really nothing, just a nameless, nothing bird on paper, but that's not important. My hesitation fades into the background along with the teacher's voice as I continue to struggle. The feathers form a simple pattern in my mind, but on paper it's a mess of too many rough lines despite my best efforts. I realize that I don't know what a bird's wing should look like, even if I try to think about it. I even put the pencil down and close my eyes for a moment, trying to trace the shape of a wing in my mind. I say you're doing pretty damn good, son. Being this serious about all of it all of a sudden makes me a little frustrated. Our class in middle school was the easy class in between exhausting subjects like math and Japanese, but there's this other side to art, the one that you see when you don't just fool around. It's almost like a completely different thing. He-chan? I look up to see the two girls staring back at me. Misha and Shizune have carried their chairs to my desk and are now standing by my sides looking at my drawing. How long have you two been there? I think you need more practice. Shizune draws a few sharp signs in the air between herself and Misha. Shi-chan agrees. Rin said the exact same thing yesterday, but why did it sound so much less condescending? You shouldn't judge before I'm finished. Besides, don't you know it's bad luck to see an unfinished piece of work? Misha cracks an exuberant laughter.
What? Don't be silly. There's no way that could be true. Probably.
Whatever. Shizune's eyebrows furrow dangerously, and the movements of her hands become abrupt, like the slashing of a knife.
You should learn to take constructive criticism better.
I would if you'd actually offer some. I know I'm getting too defensive and that Shizune is taking advantage of it, but I can't really help it. What are you two doing here, anyway? Misha wags her finger admonishingly at my nose.
Tisk. There you go. That's what that sounds like. Not whatever the fuck you were doing, you silly dumbass Shannon. Tisk. He-chan, were you not listening to the teacher at all?
She's not just sassing him, she's sassing me too. Admittedly, I deserve it. I can't speak.
We have a group assignment now.
I nod bleakly and let them take lead.
So, what'd you think of the lesson for today?
Not much of anything. I didn't listen to a single word of it, to be honest. That's the truth right there. Misha slaps her forehead and shakes her head theatrically.
Oh God, what are we gonna do with you, Ichan? You silly Sue.
Luckily, Shizune and Misha together are more effective than 3 or 4 normal people, so I can mostly slack on the assignment. I try my best to offer at least some assistance, but I end up being mostly useless. I know that feeling. The teacher keeps us in class 5 minutes past the lunch bells, but eventually lets us off the hook. I quickly stuff my books into my bag while Shizune and Misha carry their chairs back to their own seats. The failure of a bird drawing ends up crumpled and stuffed in my pocket as I hurries out. That was a great bird drawing. You overly... I don't know where I was going with this. Moving on. Something, lemons and cake. After that morning class and throughout the week, I keep bumping into Rin.
Hello.
This is somewhat natural as our classrooms are adjacent, but rather than just cross paths in the hallway like people regularly do, we seem to pause at the sight of each other. We've invariably end up talking a little bit or just silently hanging out together. I think I'm getting used to being quiet in Rin's company, as it doesn't feel as awkward anymore. I am, by nature, somewhat introverted like her, so we kind of fit together pretty well. I think it's actually an anomaly for someone in the school to be so quiet. Most people here seem to love socializing. I can think of a couple people who aren't fans. It's something that I've noticed already, even though I haven't been here very long. People here talk a lot, and they talk all the time. It's a rare case when I see someone sitting alone, just spacing out or whatever. Obviously, there are people like that here too, that Hanako girl and myself, just to name two from my own class, but overall, they are a minority. At any rate, I wouldn't exactly call what Rin and I do socializing either, but it's something at least. These occurrences themselves don't bother me, but the fact that they happen at all does. I'll hesitate to say that we're drawn together by something, but we certainly act as if we are. However, its sense of budding friendship is completely wrecked every time I see Rin open her mouth.
Can I listen to your heartbeat?
She says this or something else about as outrageous, and I have to fend off whatever nonsense her mind has cooked up during the preceding class of a subject she's not interested in. It seems Rin has taken a shine to my heart condition as some kind of extension of her interests in odder disabilities that people have, and the consequences of said afflictions. As I stand in front of her for a second too long, looking as flummoxed as I am, she concludes it is necessary to further clarify her request.
I know I can, but I mean, like, would you let me do it?
Why?
Do I need a reason? I'm usually pretty bad with reasons.
Not per se, but if you want to do it, you probably do have a reason.
That's kind of clever. You're smarter than you look.
I'd also rather you not. I think these things should be a little private.
Private? I get it.
I can tell you something, though, if it amuses you. I'm pretty sure it will. My heartbeat does sound very weird because of the, condition. And I hear it all the time.
So you're paranoid.
It's not a question, it's a statement. No, I'm not paranoid. The doctor said that abnormal attention to heartbeat is a common symptom of my condition.
So for you, it's normal to be paranoid.
It's not a question either.
One could also say that me being like this in the first place isn't normal either, but what the heck.
Paranoia fits me fine.
I don't think it's something that actually can fit anyone or anywhere. You know, I had an orange today for breakfast.
How was it? I'm vaguely proud of myself, managing to keep up with Rin's sudden change of topic.
Excellent. I don't remember when I last ate an orange because it's annoying to peel one. It's on a list of things I want to learn properly.
How come you ate one then?
Emmy had some, so she peeled one for me.
Good for you. Rin stretches her back and yawns and says nothing further. She throws me a glance I just spit everywhere. From the corner of my eye while she watches people pass by, but I couldn't say why. I realize, though, that this is one of the first times I've talked naturally about my condition with anyone, in a way. A group of boys walk past us to Rin's classroom, but she doesn't pay them any mind. They pay none to her either. My mind wanders off, spurred by the silence. Maybe I should have listened, maybe I should have let her listen to my heart. It's not like it matters. Nothing really matters that much at the end of the day. I start feeling depressed for no reason again. It's like a tidal wave out of nowhere rolling over my consciousness, submerging me underwater. I feel a sigh coming out of my mouth, and I turn away from Rin, pretending to read a poster on the wall. It's an advertisement for the school festival, promoting an event almost a week past. The difference between me and Rin is that she'll most likely not be dead before turning 30, while she can't eat oranges without help. I can't decide which one of us is worse off. Dude, oranges is interesting, because is delicious. Like orange juice, specifically pulpy. I like pulpy orange juice. If you don't like pulpy orange juice, you're totally fine. But I like it, pulpy. Anyway, oranges them's is delicious. They're just such a pain in the ass and such a hassle to deal with. It's not even worth it. Like a banana. Think of a banana. Banana is easy. I used to hate bananas as a kid. I'll actually like them quite a bit as time goes on. Because bananas, they're super easy. Because you pop the little top, pull down the sides, boom, banana. Done. Eat that shit. Deep throat that motherfucker. If you's gotta. Just go to town. But an orange, you just gotta be like, okay, number one, I either gotta get out a knife, or I gotta like sit here for like at least a good minute and a half trying to get the thing like started, and then I can peel it. And then I'm like, well, there's still a shit ton of stuff on here, and maybe like give it a little rub or two, sexually or otherwise. And I'm like going, get in there, and then be like, well, I'd probably cut the thing. There's no point in just eating it like a ham sandwich. Maybe a ham sandwich was not the right example. More like an apple, maybe. Probably makes a little more sense than a ham sandwich. But anyway, they'd be like, then you gotta cut the thing, and you're like, okay, well, this is... Or you go the other way, where you're like, I still gotta cut the motherfucker all over down the places. But then you still got the sides, so you don't have to worry about peeling it, but you still got, like, the things there. And then you got a bunch of shit left over peels, and you're like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this? I ain't got time to turn this into, like, a nice sauce or something. A lovely dessert. I don't have time for that. And then I just throw it away. And then like, hey, starving children in Africa could have eaten the knife used to cut that orange. Moving on. Point is, oranges is a bitch. Tasty, but a bitch. I try to grasp the passing of time, but it seems hard. I'm still used to the rhythm of the hospital, where trivialities such as the day of the week or time of day didn't really matter. Everything was the same, no matter what. Rediscovering the significance of time is an oddly disorienting experience, and I find myself enjoying the fact that I can categorize events in this fashion. I know what you mean. I don't get out and do much. Like, the majority of my time is here in my house, by a huge margin. I forget what time is half the time. Shit. I mean, like, forget to... The relevancy of a ticking clock is surprisingly delightful, and I decide to start wearing an analog wristwatch, something I didn't used to before. Also, I'd love to wear watches. I used to love the feeling of watch, except for I never did. I hate the feeling of it on there, but I like having a watch. I hate having a phone to tell me the time. Like, you think I'm so stupid? You have to put the numbers there all boring like? Give it fancy to me. Or whatever, something. When I finally ask RIN on Thursday about something that's been bothering me for the entire week, it's already lunchtime. The time is somewhere between 11:06 and 11:07. As my watch doesn't have a hand to show seconds, it's the old-fashioned kind with black leather strap and titanium casing. It doesn't look very flashy, but a wristwatch doesn't need to. Exactly. It's just there to tell you the time, my dude. Hey, remember that sketch you made of me? You said I looked grim or gloomy or something? I'd like to know what you meant by that. She gives me a weird look and tilts her head a few degrees to the left, but doesn't really say anything for a while.
Well, you see, we've known each other for 2 weeks, and I haven't seen you smile even once.
Her striking observation gives me pause. Have I stopped smiling? I have to take what she says as truth. She has no reason to lie. Something about the way she puts it annoys me. I frown at RIN, then try to correct my expression to look less depressed. I haven't been in the cheeriest of moods during the last few months or so. This is true. Does it show so much that someone like RIN can tell after so little contact with me? Should I try and smile more at RIN? Maybe she would appreciate it, having such a neutral face herself most of the time. Have I really stopped smiling? I see. Should I smile more?
I don't mind either way. Be as you are. You can't help being fucking damn it, I can't word. You can't help being Hasao anyway. Just like I can't use words correctly.
But it bothers you.
I just noticed it, that's all.
Emir skips along the hallway, jumps to a sharp stop as she reaches us, and lightly pats RIN's shoulder.
Ready for lunch? Depends on what lunch is today. Remember that stew from March? Never again, that. Let's go anyway, I'm starving.
As they're about to depart, Emmy turns from her friend to me, seemingly as an afterthought, and smiles charmingly.
By the way, Hasao.
Her tone is too sweet and soft to be sincere. I can sense the trap about to be sprung on me by this miniature health devil. I know what she's about to say before she continues, because I've been trying to avoid her all week.
I still haven't seen you at the track this entire week.
Maybe I've been there when you haven't.
That's impossible. I'm there all the time.
But you sleep and go to class.
I do this at the same time as you do.
Yeah, I know. I just haven't been able to pick myself up. Don't rat me out to the nurse, please, okay? Yes, maybe a little bit. Running just isn't my thing, and I haven't come up with any good alternative.
Why don't you come to the track to meet? Why don't you come to the...
Hey, boo-boo! Okay, sorry.
Why don't you come to the track meet this weekend? Maybe you'll get inspired.
Track meet?
Yeah, people from the other schools come here for some friendly track and field action. It's on Sunday afternoon.
I can't think of any reason not to go. Sure, I'll come and cheer for you. I guess you'll be running?
Of course. You'll get to see me beat 'em all. But bye now. If I don't get something to eat, I'll just die. I'm so tiny. Like, I just die.
See you later. Byron, promise I'll smile next time. I call after her as a bit of an afterthought. Afterward, I feel embarrassed about it and wonder why I said anything at all. That's the worst. Like, oh yes, here's this thing I'm about to why did I say that? Never mind. Ignore me. Just like, I don't, maybe, So how's the weather? Okay, That night when I'm doubly certain that Kenji won't be barging in the bathroom, I look in the mirror and smile at my reflection. The me in the mirror smiling at me in the bathroom looks awfully fake. I mean, it didn't look like a smile at all over there. Just saying. Bacon. Curious myself as to how the sketch turned out, I peek at the picture. From the way RIN was drawing, it looked like she was really into it.
Looking good. I'd fuck him.
I'm sorry. Technically kind of a factually inaccurate statement as well. It's just not really my... It's funny to say, though.